Alright, hello, this is Clay Maltzgoon again with yet another video explaining the basics of using JSTOR and searching. Now, last video I showed a bit of the basics on just simply typing in a keyword, finding an article, and downloading it. But of course, you can click on Advanced Search here, and you can say Theodore Roosevelt, let's find, you say search a person instead, and you can, and of course, you specify by the abstract in the caption as well. And you could also say, if say you wanted to, as to say, a follow-up to say the Spanish-American War, because after all he did serve in that war, so you can, using advanced search, add an additional content to your search fields. And you can of course add as many search boxes as you can see fit. Of course we don't really need any of these, but you can select between content you can access and all content. Now we don't have, since we're accessing this through a university account, we can pretty much access all content, so it doesn't really need to apply. Now here you can see that you can specify that you can narrow it down by the type of item, from articles, reviews, books, research reports, pamphlets, and miscellaneous. Now we can just simply check articles here as a sort of good first step. We can select from over 10 different languages, which is interesting. It's an impressive approach. Of course, we're going to stick with English for now. And you can type the publication date, which you can specify based on years. You can say from, say, 1898 to, say, I don't know, 2016. I mean, it's a very wide range, but why not? And of course, if you have a specific journal or book, you can type it in there. And in fact, you can even enter the ISBN if you have access to that somehow. And you can filter the multiple. Here's basically a sort of list of a sort of shortened list of the amount of topics here covered on JSTOR, on all these various journals. You see history, of course, 333 titles. Now let's see if we're going to get anything with this sort of search filter. And yeah, see, of course you get quite a few results. I probably should have picked a smaller window for my publication date, but that's alright. But you see here, we've got quite a few journals that we can do, and you can also, you can also shorten them by, or not shorten, you can sort the articles by relevance, containing how much of your text that you searched for, or you can search them by newest to oldest, I'm sure, and if we click oldest, we'll get, these are documents from, say, the early 1900s. Although, of course, only some of these are related to. See, you can see here the history of the iron ore industry on Lake Champlain. Yeah, clearly would benefit from a more refined search. So if we enter in the same things, but we can of course this time put quotation marks around the Spanish-American War. And, well, I had a search type again, but if we do that and we hit search. Yes, you'll see quite a few more articles, but this time there's a bit more relevance at hand, although not entirely. But then, of course, here's where the refining comes in handy, because you can, of course, hit journals, and it'll give you this nice little loading screen. And you can specify history, of course, which is nice enough to cut the results nearly in half. And you can also modify your search while you're searching, and it'll bring you, of course, back to the advanced search page, where you can continue to refine your search or search for something else. It's relatively intuitive. It's a pretty simple search engine, but hopefully this will help you out on your research, and good luck to you. Thanks.